We get serious in this show all the time, talking about purple people, talking about bipartisanship, talking about most people aren't all red or all blue. Most people are a little of both, and the shades in the middle are purple. And that's most of America. They're unrepresented. And certainly thoughtful conversation between reds and blues and purples is prohibited on the major media channels. On the left, they pay Republicans to take a beating. On the right, on Fox Now, they pay Democrats like Donna Brazile to come on and take a beating. You don't get thoughtful conversation. To me, you get mostly noise. And on Liquid Lunch, we keep it loose. We have a little snack. Sometimes if it gets hot in here, we might have a little drink. But we always mix it up by bringing on a Republican and a Democrat. And we have two fantastic ones today, Rich Valdez and Derek Miles. Guys, I want to thank you very much. Rich Valdez has been on before, and he is the first declared candidate to go after Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's congressional seat in the district she's very rarely even visited yet. And Derek Miles, you were part of the Barack Obama advance team. You come from the left. You bring the news and the noise from the left from us. I'm going to throw a topic out there, and you guys hash it out. Interrupt each other. Do whatever you want. I'm going to just step out and watch the fireworks.
Hide the knives.
Guys, good to meet each other. Have a lamb chop if you wish, a little shrimp cocktail from Bobby Vance, a little calamari. Anytime if you want to have a little snack. It's all fresh, all free, and it just came to us from Timmy at Bobby Vance, who's the best. Trump came out yesterday. This morning he came out firing, but here's some of Robert Mueller's comments on shutting down the probe. Take a look at this.
I have not spoken publicly during our investigation. I'm speaking out today because our investigation is complete. The Attorney General has made the report on our investigation largely public. We are formally closing the special counsel's office, and as well, I'm resigning from the Department of Justice to return to private life.
Career law enforcement guy, prosecutor, all this stuff. They said he was going to get Trump no matter what. He shut down the office and threw away the key yesterday and said, to use some of my Latin legal skills, res ipso loquitur. You want to know anything else? The document speaks for itself. What do you think? What's the point of this impeachment talk?
Well, I think this was originally designed to be an impeachment proceeding from the very, very beginning, literally from November 2016 and beyond. The legal part of it never existed. Mueller never had probable cause to bring a charge. That's why he didn't bring a charge. In terms of obstruction, this part's really interesting. It's not that difficult to obstruct justice in many different ways, but typically people will do it with somebody else. If Trump was going to try and do this, he would use somebody. Mueller had the opportunity to go after everybody, including the people that did not have presidential immunity, and he did not claim that he had probable cause, nor did he go after anybody else to put the screws to them to get them to flip on Trump. He never had a case. This is a show.
Derek, the New York Times and the left-wing media is reading between the lines. He really meant to say this. He really meant to say that. If he really wanted to get Trump, why wouldn't he say, we found the elements of a crime, but we cannot prosecute him because he's the president and any other American citizen would be in jail? He could have easily said that. Why doesn't he say that?
Well, simply because it's the fact that there's no crime. There's no evidence to prove to substantiate a crime. As a Democrat, as a blue hard voting Democrat, there's some other issues that need to be addressed. But unfortunately, and I believe in Mueller. Mueller's a great individual, credible for years. Kind of blew it this time.
He blew it.
He blew it.
We have a Democrat agreeing with the Republicans, and that's fantastic. Should we investigate the investigators now?
Honesty has always been honesty, and he's just calling them like he sees them.
That's good. That's what we go for here. You don't see a lot of that on the major media channels, you know?
Because the major media channels buy into the puppet show. The dog and pony show.
Give us an example in your view of a puppet show on the major media channels.
Right now?
Yeah.
Well, it's real simple. The mayor is sitting in New York. Bill de Blasio.
You talking about this guy?
Missing in action?
That's Bill de Blasio now running for president. He's in the 1% club, and he's also missing. So we keep him on the side of a milk carton when you bring up de Blasio. It just made me think about it. But you're going after Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. You have a real reasoned way that you think that you can talk to our community and tell them why you're a better person. What is she doing that makes you the maddest, that inspires you to go after this type stuff?
I think principally, right? I worked for a congressman, and I know what it takes to provide superior constituent services. The fact that she's on the other side of that wanted, right? We can't find her, right? Nobody knows where she is. She hasn't been in the district. She's neglected her people. I like to say that AOC stands for ambition over constituents. That's what she's chasing. She's MIA.
Derek, you seem to like that milk carton
Well,
there.
the milk carton is the only time I get to see them. You know, can I ask you a question, Mr. Mayor? Why would you deliver a night chair? New York Public City Housing.
Hey,
Response?
you know what? Bill de Blasio, we've talked about it many times. It's not a national issue as our mayor, but if you're thinking about voting for him, you should know that the debacle that the government is supposed to provide for people, housing, for people who need assistance, is one of the worst run organizations in probably the whole country and I've ever seen. So that's how he'll govern you. Guys, final thoughts. There's stories out there that they hid the John McCain ship. And here's what Trump said. He said he knew nothing about it.
I don't know what happened. I wasn't involved. I would not have done that. I was very angry with John McCain because he killed health care. I was not a big fan of John McCain in any way, shape, or form. John McCain, I wasn't a fan, but I would never do a thing like that.
You think he knew? Do you think Trump knew that they told him to cover the ship? Either one of you guys.
No way, he didn't know. I have every reason to believe he didn't know, because I worked in government. When I worked in the Christie administration, lots of things went down. A big part of what people do, even in media, when the main man is protected by a lot of different things, and people will do what they have to do, including moving mountains, to make it right. It doesn't always mean that it is right. This is obviously a case where they
His
dropped the ball.
underlings. What do you think, Derek? Final thought.
Final thought. He did not know. He's a national hero, the late Senator, U.S. Senator John McCain. And while we might disagree, he wasn't in on it. The President of the United States was not in on that one.
I love this guy. I'll tell you
I gotta
what.
call it the
Usually we
truth.
get these feisty Democrats in here, and they put up some resistance, but this guy calls it like he sees it, like we do here. Liquid Lunch, back right after this.